Wait a minute. Is this? No. Oh boy. Hello Snack Pack, welcome back to Travel Snacks. Today's episode is a history hike. In today's video, I go hiking at the Scyene Overlook. Scyene something. I get all turned around trying to find the Scyene Overlook. I share some historic facts about a family who were one of the first settlers in Dallas. And I get lost in a cemetery. There's also some good food at the end, so let's jump right in. Several of you said you would love to see some history hikes. So I did a little research and this is gonna be my first one, so bear with me. I found a blog post and the author is Bill Holston. So he lists out a bunch of different hiking trails that you can go to in Dallas, but the one that caught my eye is the Scyene Overlook. Bill Holston is a master naturalist, which I don't know what that is, and the executive director of the Human Rights Initiative. What is a mattress?
A mattress is a large, rectangular pad designed to be used as a bed.
What is a master naturalist?
A master naturalist is a person who has undergone specific training and who regularly volunteers time toward various projects.
So I thought it would be fun, maybe not fun, to follow his directions and see if I can find this hidden trail. It is not easy to find, but it's worth the effort. Park at the baseball diamond of Jim Miller, just past Scyene. Well, I don't know where Scyene is. It said, walk along the diamond and climb over the metal barrier to the right. Oh, there's one there and one there. So maybe the bigger one? Whoa. Follow the trail, which eventually cuts across a large open field. This area is sporadically maintained, so it can be covered in high-head ragweed. I may not know where to go on this trail, but I can tell you where to go. To that subscribe button, hit it, hit the notification bell, and throw a like on this video. I'm gonna say this way. That looks more traily. I guess the founders of Dallas, there's two main dudes, or one main dude and then like a side dude. Not a side dude like, but you know, a side dude. The main dude is John Neely Bryan and John Beeman, which this story is mainly about John Beeman. Oh, look, a sign. Okay, so this is a good indication that I'm going in the right direction. Bryan came to the Dallas area in 1839, and by 1841 he established a settlement which is now Dallas, Texas. And in January of 1842, when he saw what his boy Bryan had done, he's like, ooh, I'm gonna move my family over here. Once he moved to the White Rock Creek area, he built a cabin and planted what they say is the first planting of corn in Dallas, Texas. Uh-oh, we're at a crossroads. This way or this way? This one seems less maintained, so I'm gonna walk in left direction. I think that sign, when it was parenthesed with oval, I think it means that the trail is just an oval. Whoa, tripped on that. See something. Ooh. So, is this it? It just doesn't look like much of an overlook. After the open field, you'll find another dirt trail. That trail cuts off to the right, which I think this is the trail right here. Follow the trail as it crosses through a grove of eastern red cedar. Okay, there you can follow the faint trail that climbs a hill. So this one looks more hilly. I don't know what eastern red cedar is. think this is the right way. Just ended up at the road and just tripped. Okay, so I guess I'll go the other way. One thing I've learned, here comes a train. That was it. I don't know why I was expecting like a locomotive from old Western times, probably because I've been doing a little research on the settlers of this area. That was kind of uneventful. But as I was mentioning, I find it slightly difficult to talk about history and walk at the same time because I like to stay super aware of my surroundings in the future. I'm gonna do my research in more depth before I get out here. I'll like know it in my head and then I could just talk about it like I'm telling a story. But right now I've been just looking on the Googles. That's not working. From memory, for the things that I read, Beeman moved his family out here, and then Brian was like feeling his 16-year-old daughter creeper. So I guess he married Beeman's daughter. I guess back in the 1800s, dudes were just marrying young girls like it was just okay. And also, I know for sure that at least Beeman had one slave named Jack because he's buried in the cemetery that they built, which I'll talk about a little later. I'm not for people owning humans, but this is part of history that we cannot ignore. I'm just recalling the information. I do not agree, especially slavery and marrying young girls. And now I'm gonna go this trail instead. It's a nice day, but it's like 49 degrees. So I wore a lot of different layers. So I'm kind of a little bit sweaty right now. I think I'm supposed to go up the open field. Oh look, there's a marked trail. Also, I heard that this area may have poison ivy. The rule is leaves of 3, let it be. Is that what this is? Just in case I'm not gonna be touching any leaves. These swaying trees are making some creaking sounds. Oh, honeycomb! Or is that a snake skin? Looks like honeycomb. I think this might be it because it's like going up, up. Whoa. Oh, did I make it? These beads, a celebration? Oh boy, I'm out of shape. I mean, it's winter, so it's brown, but I can imagine if this was all green and beautiful. I don't know if this is like it. More trails. I'm only gonna go a little ways on these couple last trails. John Beeman was 32 when he bought 640 acres in Dallas County. So what is that? That's some fresh poop of an animal. I'm out of here. So the 16-year-old daughter's name was Margaret, and I guess the first son they had was called Holland Coffee Brian, which I love that middle name because coffee. And the baby died within a year, so that was the first burial at the cemetery, which is very sad. And John Beeman died in 1856 and was buried in the cemetery as well, and his is lot number 1. Okay, now I gotta climb down this hill, so I'm gonna turn the camera off. Oh, it looks way more steep now. Maybe I'll slide down on my butt. Oh boy. Okay, I didn't die. But now I need to find out how I got here. But this is pretty down here. But I don't want to get too far from my trail. I'm gonna not go where there's a barricade. I'm gonna go back all the way up here and retrace my steps. Which direction? I don't know. Wait a minute. Is this? No. Oh boy. Low-key, I think I'm a little lost. Okay, I think I found my way. It is actually very pretty out here. I definitely keep hearing some crackling, so I don't know if it's a person or an animal, but I'm out of here. John Beeman, he started this little trading outpost, and he was like, oh yeah, I named this trading outpost Dallas after my other friend. So after a while, Beeman was like, oh, I want to make this official. So he went down to legislative places, and they were like, we can't sit you because you're not like official. So he was all mad because he was a man without a county. This went on for a while, and then Beeman kind of got ill, so he sent his son William, and then they at first were gonna name it Polk, but there was another county called Polk, so then I guess they just decided to go ahead and let them have Dallas. That's the story as Travels Next tells it. Do your research, look it up for reals, because some of that stuff probably not accurate, but that's just, am I going the right way? But that's just how I read it real quick as I'm walking and talking. Now, can I find this cemetery? Let's see. Okay, I don't know if I did it wrong, but I typed in Beeman Memorial Cemetery and I ended up at this Jewish cemetery. Let me look this up and see if the settlers are still buried here, or if they just like moved them somewhere else, or if I'm in the wrong place. It says I have 1 minute to go. I don't know because it's just like an open field. Okay, so this dude right here, he saw me struggling, so he basically said he's gonna open the gate. He knows where I'm trying to get to. It's not in here, it's outside of this gate.
All the way to the end.
Okay.
And then to the right. Right here at the front is nothing, but at the end is everybody.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I just thought of something creepy. What if you were walking through a cemetery and you saw your like exact name and your exact date of birth, but then you had a death date? That would be, why am I thinking of this? This is why I don't go into cemeteries.
I think this is the original. Emily and John Beeman. Those were the main people. This is, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Oh.
History is very upsetting sometimes, but that is the story of the Beemans and how Dallas came to be. And on that note, I felt like having Thai food, so I've been eyeballing this place called Zap Kitchen, and I got a Thai iced coffee. I said extra sweet, but I don't know. It's very coffee-y though. Pad Thai. Okay, I have a small rant. If a restaurant has one fee, so this was $10, and it comes with your choice of meat, so I said I don't want any meat. So don't you think that they should take off like $1 for the meat? I do, because now this is just noodles. It looks good, it's hot, it smells good. Ooh, it's steaming. Okay, I'm particular about my Pad Thai. I've had really bad Pad Thai before. Alright, so this isn't my favoriteest Pad Thai because it's not as sweet. I'm sensing a theme here. The coffee's not as sweet. This isn't as sweet. This is more like a sweet savory Pad Thai. And I prefer like the more sweety sauce. It is good though. I give Zap Kitchen 4 snack bags. Actually, I'm gonna take off half a snack bag. I know I said I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna just have to take off half a snack bag for charging the same price, even though I didn't get any meat. 3.5 snack bags. And that's it for today.